So in this video, I want to go through some examples of expanding double brackets that also involve surds. So with our first example here, we have x take away root 2 times by x plus 1. So first of all, x times x is x squared. Then we have the x times the 1, so that's plus x. Then we have the minus root 2 times the x, so minus root 2x. And then minus root 2 times 1 is minus root 2. Now, you may want to combine these two terms, these like terms together, and the way to do that, as I was showing in the previous video, was to factorize. So those two elements there we can ignore, and we just factorize those two elements there, these two terms. So they both have a common factor of x, so you can pull that out of a single bracket. So we can have x squared, and then we've got the minus root 2 on the end, and then you're going to have a bracket with the x pulled outside, so that's been factored out. So if you just focus on those two terms, we're going to have x divided by x, which is 1, and then minus root 2x divided by x, which is minus root 2. And so you can write it in this neater, more succinct form. So number 2, we have x plus root 3 times 2x minus 1. So the x times the 2x first, so 2x squared. Then the x times the minus 1, so minus x. Then multiply the root 3 by the 2x, so we would write that as 2 root 3x. So write it that way round. And then we've got the root 3 times the minus 1, so minus root 3. Now again, we might want to factorize those two terms in the middle. So we can leave the 2x squared where it is. We can leave the minus root 3 where it is. And we can factor x out of those two terms. Now, I'll leave that for the moment. We'll have plus and then a bracket with an x. Okay, so minus x divided by x is minus 1, and then 2 root 3x divided by x is plus 2 root 3. Okay, so we can write it in that neater form. Now the reason why I paused was because you might want to write it as 2 root 3 take away 1. It's really up to you, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, number 3. So, starting off, we've got root x take away 3 times root x plus 4. And we need to multiply the root x by root x. Now, as we've seen in the previous videos, that's the same as root x squared. And so that is just x. Okay? Then we have root x times 4. Well, that's 4 root x. Then we have the minus 3 times root x, so take away 3 root x. And then we've got the minus 3 times by the 4, so minus 12. Now, in the middle here, we don't want to factorize that. We just want to write that as one term, because we can collect the like terms. They both have root x involved. So we've got 4 root x take away 3 root x, which means we've got 1 root x left over. So x plus root x, and we've got the minus 12. Number 4, so we have 3 root x take away 2 times 2 root x take away 3. First of all, we're going to multiply together 3 root x and 2 root x. So you multiply the 3 and the 2 together first, the coefficients, that's 6. Then root x times root x is x. Then we have the 3 root x times the minus 3, so minus 9 root x. Then minus 2 times 2 root x is minus 4 root x. And then minus 2 times minus 3 is plus 6. So we have the 6x. Minus 9 root x take away 4 root x is minus 13 root x. And we have the plus 6 on the end.